all your luster, thought I'd give you. So you lost all your luster, thought I'd give you a little advice. I hope you don't mind me, brother, it's just a little word to the wise. I too have been suffering, have refused for a while to admit I was done here, where more tears than our smile. When life's lost its luster and you wondering why, I recommend you recover, don't even let it trouble your mind. It's just something you'll discover when you done enough in life. It's when the truth is uncovered, the grave been dug and love dies. It's just something that happens sometimes. When you said your hello, now it's about time for goodbye. We often won't realize till it's too late to find whom we might overlook there where we turn a blind eye. So when life's lost its luster, gotta get some advice. Hope you don't mind me, sister, it's just a little word to the wise. But I too have been suffering, have refused for a while to admit I've been done here with more tears than our smile. Just something about sadness when it's madness gone blind. We're too happy, too glad to do the honors sometime. We propose them our toast to the groom and the bride, all too often not knowing why that knot had been tied. Won't be long before we know it, what was hid in plain sight, that the match was convenient, but it wasn't quite right. And now they split in an instant, both went their own way, but not before thrown away. Wonder who caught the bouquet. Yeah, was life lost its luster like the newlyweds wasteful honeymoon in the tropic just to come back betrayed by their own simple notion of what love really is. Remember, it's a fist getting clenched, not just a hug and a kiss. Hell, I've learned at least this much: love beats all that there is, and it's not hard to find for a lonely young kid thinks it is. But too often he won't, just 'cause he taught to hold on like I would when mean more to let go. Sometimes preview love make it known that when life's lost its luster, gonna get some advice. Hope you don't mind. Just a little word to the wise. If you too have been suffering like me and a few for a while, to admit you've been done here with more tears than our smiles. Yeah. Hell, life's lost its luster. Don't be afraid to ask it why. But I hope you don't mind to hear it when it's just a little word to the wise. On the sly, hell, it too have been suffering, and I refuse for a while to admit I've been done here with more tears than our smiles. Yeah, with the nest left behind now, this coop has been flown. I just hope if she's out there, might just hear this song, and she'll realize what I'm saying, 'cause I wrote it for her. Only one I have loved, like only once does occur. Been a year now since heard what was the word so absurd. Sent a shiver to search my soul down spine on the spur. Lost mine many times, yeah, just trying to come to her and to come, but I haven't to terms with the fact that now I guess I've learned that she ain't coming back, and I can't go to her. Now without some hard words, and it's kind you don't wanna earn, to pay for such a day's work of what won't matter much more than what they lay in the dirt, Lord, in the clay with a curse. Felt like killing myself, but my kids make it worse. I can't leave them all wanting just 'cause I ain't with her. Hell, they'll need me themselves. They have every day from the first. I won't abandon my youngins just 'cause I can't seem to learn. Seems like life's lost its luster. It is kinda hard to admit. Yeah, that when your dick is gone salt hell and your darling went missing. When your old flame has been smothered by a final wet kiss. Once you said such goodbyes, it can be quite hit or miss. Hell, I'd love then to touch her. We were just couple kids. Under covers we hid there where our mothers would miss. Till our father would call us. We'd unpack to split, but not before we'd make love. Or hell, I thought that we did. I'd kiss her and hug her, hear her words which were whispered in my ear betwixt tempting little kisses she shared. Hell, I returned them the favor that I always remember. It brings tears when I mention them, each simple and fair. Shit, the way they left me here wanting more than what had been spared. The time which was worth it. All the trouble up there, where she would face him, her father, against the weather we'd fared. Well enough, he didn't like me too much. Truth be told, I didn't much care. The way I felt for his daughter, it's a wonder I dared to ever even sneak up and snare her, run my fingers through hair. Hell, I stupid to choose her, but I do not regret, though it led to such sorrow, much of which hadn't been said. Feel the same now today, not that anyone cares. She's a dead girl who ghostly haunts the wide open air. And wherever you might find me, I guarantee she's right there, where we still haven't squared, 'cause I wasn't quite prepared to have her bury her burning up in ashes a heap. Now fire and brimstone weeping, gnashing in the teeth. Hell, no comfort to find for me, who's earned every bit. And now that life lost its luster, I'm a sad little shit. I can't act as a chipper on my back in this ditch. Miss my bad little bitch, won't be back in a bit. This time, not this time, and it's fine, likes it just as it is, and that's the way she would leave it in the trash bin, that's it. Now I'm strung up a nigger, curb stomped, capped off and clipped, like the ears of that pit. We'd sit and pet, getting lit, at the trap spot we're tripped up, used to sit, watch her strip. I would tip her so big, didn't have much, but it did. If I had the whole world, then trust I'd gladly have given. Laid it all at her feet there, with her clenching her fist. She'd have been so insulted that implied as I did that love would cost us so much she put no price on life lived. I was good at this much, at least just pissing her off. It was never enough, but I would give her my all. I still sit by this phone, almost hell wishing she'd call. Are there phones up in heaven or in hell where we fall? She never had one from either. Come to fill me quick in, guess I'll know soon enough if our love it still lives. Not even so sure it did, now she left me like this. Now that life's lost its luster, I don't mind not a bit. Hell, can't deny I'm a prick, but she was always a bitch. Wasn't bad in the sack, but she was troublesome, tricky. I enjoyed while it lasts, like a fat little pig enjoys a puddle of mud afterwards a cool dip. Still though, losing my luster must have run off the rip, been slipping the whole time through my fingertips, slick. Can't get over on God. With a smile, nod, and shit. Should've known, can't get by with what, just a bit, and that's it. That and this, just a bit, that and this, and that's it. Takes a lot to maintain if ever held in your hands, but you can't come to grips with unless you well understand that the terms you must come to enough to crush any man. Underfoot, trampled, stamped, with disapproval be damned. Cost an arm and a leg, have you losing your head? You should've kept it on straight when your neck was outstretched. So I was leaning in, lost in deep thought, hoping to kiss her. Who would not kiss me back this time, don't blame her a bit. So I was leaning in, lost in deep thought, hoping to kiss her who would not kiss me back this time, don't blame her a bit. She was long gone already. By the time I made mention, don't know where she was headed, in such a hurry might slip. Tried to warn her of this before she did, holy shit. I surely wish she'd have listened, maybe you would of this. Yeah, that's my life, lost its luster. Shit, don't know if yours did, but if so, just remember, this is not how it ends. You may think that it is, I beg to differ, dear friend. I hope you'll reconsider a little time you might give to what I've said, maybe wisdom, but I won't say it is. It's just a word to the wise, and honor, and her honor, and his. Who was he was me, till she split like she did. She ain't the only one dead, here in this grave deep I dig. Don't know who I am now, maybe someone to know. Maybe not, who can say, maybe no one for sure. So all I know now for certain is that it ain't always fun, living life when in love, in fact it can be fucked up. You almost wish if like me, you'd have never linked up. Never even been born, if just to eat some old dust. Dust I've always kicked up, for this I didn't get much. I guess I didn't give enough to them, the ones I'd messed up with. At times they often admit that with me, since felt stuck. Like a stick off in muck, brush it off, give a fuck. But damn, now I do. Looking back, thinking of how I'd sworn to them, warned I wouldn't matter that much. Not to me, anywho. I told them time after time, all too often in silence, what I had on my mind. It wasn't me who'd console them for the sorrow I'd caused, even ripped them wide open with a word without pause. Now I'm finally remorseful for the damage I've done. I deserve what she got, but it was not what she earned. Now the page must be turned, and guess my lesson's been learned. If your life's lost its luster, maybe it reoccur. If just taking and giving some time, take your eyes off what yearn for. Urge to curb sometime can't unless released and be purged. If all impurity's potent enough to poison a man, if he won't put his drink down, don't hold much in his hand. Share smoke with a stranger, take some time to say, man, damn it, the places we been, wind up here where we stand. You'll enjoy it once more if you can manage this much, a little bit, for who pops up comes right through in the clutch. Guess we wanted too much from those who didn't have enough, just enough to make it for the lost cut. When he called and they'd come, often wish they weren't caught up, selfish thought, but it comes, must be the reason I'm caught up, dying lonely in dust. Cause I left her to wonder many times if I cared, even told her I didn't, it was a lie that I shared. I just wanted to free her from the binds tight to tear. If ever too far from me, she tried to wonder, got scared. Wish I would have been honest about the feelings we shared, more than feelings, much more, but words escape me, won't dare make an excuse for behavior, be too much, think to bear. Hell, it is as it is, knowing life it ain't fair. Now that life's lost its luster, only suffering left, will I end it here quickly? Give myself a swift death, or will I tarry much longer without reason to rest? Toss and turn now in bed, with this a curse I've been blessed. Now that I have no lover, since the one that has left, not without many others who would love her to death. I'm just one lonely brother of the sister I slept with, laid thick on her heavy, what would crush her, I guess. Smother her breath, held under covers, what kept her from the prying wild eyes of who might on us crept. They would peek in the window, see a beast there at best, what we were when together, just a monster more or less. But it kept them at distance, enemies all at bay, till the war we were winning bomb blew up in our face. Now I feel a bit out of place here where plotted her grave. How long have I been here laid? Far too long, hell I'd say. But she meant quite a lot to the person I'm not. Once was not, now thank God. Long now, gone, left out here hot. Went with her to wherever only God now could know. Me, I ain't got a clue, felt forsaken my soul. Wonder who it is now in this glass mirror here glowing. Not that much anymore, just a bit enough to know. He's not even of interest to the one best he knows, not even sure who he is. Best guess hell a ghost. Cause his old life lost its luster, now it's out in the cold. Left to wander the roads, no one wonders what knows. No one asks, he won't tell, this is the first that he spoke. Just a grumble and moan and trouble and groan. Half-hearted a song, so dumb, just one now been sung. Ain't sure what it's about, don't care now that much. Say life's lost its luster and who gives a fuck. Don't look to me, brother, by now done enough. Don't owe you nothing, glad I'm off the hook. As far as what we discussing, keep it up off the books. I ain't never been much for what leaves bravest men shook. For instance, true love, when life ain't worth waking up. Shit, now that life's lost its luster, will I end it right here? Or one more time try to find it, what might never appear? Will I look to the Savior, face another of my fears? Or will I snake to the graveside, date with devil my dears? Shit seems a choice must be made by those who winding up here. Where life flows, is it luster? And you must make it clear. If there's more you're still wanting from the Spirit, who's clearly only one that will care enough to come if in prayer. Lord, life's lost its luster. Wonder what now? Went out on wild goose chase, came home no cash cow. In the lake ablaze flaming, make a splash now. Hashed out and ashes out, now bow, cashed out to ash down. Shit, smoldering flames, all remains of what once rose so high. Burned so hot, thought I'd melt, tended to it most nights. Now just embers indistant, horizon's broad hint at what's lost in this moment, which is the one that I'm in. Is it worth all the trouble? Try making amends. I'm still blaming myself for what came and then went. Would you help if I offered a hand even spent now to what I had not when you asked me back then? Didn't mean to deny you, I was young amongst men who weren't much for your callings. All taught me to slip best I could from your sight, who saw all in some then. Would you ever be able to once more forgive? If not, then just say so, I'll leave it as is. Still, though, I am sorry if the cause one I missed. Can't change what's occurred between us amongst them. Often wish I could, can't, but you're still in the midst. Did your life lose its luster when you visited then? Way back when, sure it did. Would you say, should I quit? If you'll tell me, I'll listen to your scriptures again. Try my best to understand them. Times I can't comprehend. but I give it a try, one that will be my best if you'll tell me she made it to wherever she went. Maybe then she'll return to me, and it will return to me my vigor. If not, I won't blame you this time, I'll just have what I've got. Life lost its damn luster, has no more appeal than a cigarette butt to a nicotine freak. Got it feel of the stimulant hit it till thrill shit went gone to bone, drunk, dry, dripping, lips peeled. I'm still spinning my wheels here where blood much been spilled, but now I know the drill. Time to seal it the deal. Tell me now how you feel, forever be shrill. To me silent I scream, crying out, doubt you will. But in case you may care, once more taking it there, ain't sure what, where, but I'm there right here now, came prepared for whatever may happen. This might last we have, might be last we have. Till tomorrow be glad, till at last turn my back. If on me, turn yours. No hard feelings to have, I ain't mad though I'm sad, but I'm glad that's that. Now if all's been said, then my last will be done. I am thankful, you know, though, for life of your son. Do believe that he came, same way that I've come, ain't sure where he went, but he's welcome where I'm from. You tell him said that, and I don't see him much. You tell him I said it cause I don't see him much, but I have just enough, he come through in the clutch. So you make sure he knows that if it wasn't for what he done, I'd be worse than just dumb, pissed, drunk folks slap up. So he deserves at least this much, I acknowledge him now. He deserves at least as much, and I acknowledge him now, in case the last these may be of words to come out my mouth. But my life lost its luster, wonder what to do now. Who cares, man, not I, I'm just here on my way out. I heard you moving on up, it's good, hell, I'm on my way down to the place that I came from, in flames I may drown. In the blaze going out, just in case I ain't proud, but my life missing something, care enough to find out what it may be or why. Might just lay down and die if I don't take some time. Doubt my faith I'll find. Yeah, till it's said and done, damn right you look and be troubled if you missed it one time. When you've done too much right of the same old dang thing and your life lost its luster. Hell, it might blow your brain. Well, I guess something like cocaine, I'm going out with a bang. You know, at least it ain't the same old same like it's been every day. Yeah, when life lost its luster, hell, then who gives a shit? And then when life lost its luster, and you feel like calling it quits, hell, but life lost its luster. Yeah, I'd try to get with a bitch, I would, but I ain't even got that much, brother. Shit, energy spent. And my life lost its luster, man, and who gives a damn? Well, not me, not them, not us. Shit, I don't think not anyone, man. Hell, when life lost its luster, you don't give a fuck. At least you finally know for sure. At least what is up. That you lost your damn luster, and nobody cares. But like you lost your dang luster, you feel like God isn't there. And you lost your dang luster, feel like pulling out your dang hair. Yeah, and you feel like you suffered like only one other fared against the weather so bad. Hell, beats all that we had. What we lost is now gone, and now I guess now that's that. You get the picture. I'm just randomly at the end, and I'm not writing anything there. It's just coming on top of it. You get the picture. A pity, I'm gonna throw a pity party, and maybe God will feel bad, and I'm gonna feel sorry for myself. I'll feel sorry, and maybe He'll, you know what I'm saying, give me all that. Yeah, and then and we get a bottle of Bacardi, and we'll drink them both back to back. Whatever. And then fire up a blunt and maybe just buy me a sack. And so I'm gonna try to manipulate God to give me what I want. But first I gotta be wallowing in this sorrow. I don't. No, I just taunt and I haunt and daunt those demons. Man, them all. Yeah, I turn the damn table. Yeah, till the day that He calls. You get it? You know what I'm saying? Feeling sorry for myself, cause that's what people we do. Throw a pity party, try to get some shit that we wanted from you. And in ourselves, we feel sorry because we didn't tell you the truth, and we don't feel that guilty because we got what we want from you, and that's what I'm trying to do. So anyway, I just figured, then you get the gist. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Basically just trying to, manipulate you to my advantage, take advantage of you, take you for granted like you're supposed to do, someone you love with all your heart and it's true and swear it too. It don't even really matter if you're lying as long as they believe it, right? Hopefully I got over on you. I ain't quite sure I did, but I will keep trying.